75,000 or so students on campus from everywhere possible that you can imagine. Unbelievable diversity in our student body, unbelievable drive, unbelievable energy.
At this institution, every one of you sitting in this room is already fully qualified to be a college graduate. 29,000 people work for us to deliver to you the best education that human beings can assemble in the year 2018.
Would likely conclude that's the way it is.
ASU makes history here in Tempe, Arizona on a spectacular fall night.
And eventually, if we want to stabilize the CO2,
This is just coming into our newsroom. Starting Monday, ASU is moving all of its in-person classes to online classes in order to protect students from the coronavirus. President Michael Crow announced...
has thrown us a couple curveballs.
My teachers and stuff have been handling the situation very well. They've been very kind and like, my door is always open. You can talk to us if you need to talk about anything that's going on.
cannot successfully build a more sustainable future without your help. But with your help, I'm convinced we can.
Welcome to the Fall 2022 College of Global Futures Convocation. We ask all guests to take their seats in preparation for the start of today's ceremony. We would like to remind everyone to please turn off or silence cell phones. Thank you.
Arizona State University is located in Indian Country. There are 22 tribal nations in Arizona. ASU's campuses are situated on the homelands of many indigenous peoples, including the Akimel, O'odham, and Peepash.
Arizona State University recognizes the original inhabitants of these lands
and recognizes that they still reside throughout the Phoenix metropolitan area.
And we recognize the impact of their wisdom and generosity towards us.
If you've flown into the valley, you have undoubtedly seen the Salt River Project canals that surround the area.
Those modern-day canals follow the framework of the canals originally constructed by ancestral Sonoran Desert people, Huhulcum, to make this area both livable and a place where peoples could thrive.
We acknowledge that the modern-day indigenous nations that descended from the ancestral peoples are the original inhabitants of this land.
Platform party members, graduates, and guests, please be seated. Thank you to our three drummers, Samuel Pena, Joseph Goglia, and Israel Reyes. Good afternoon and welcome to Arizona State University. My name is Tyler DeRoche. I'm an associate professor in the School of Sustainability, and I have the honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. The College of Global Futures and the Julianne Wrigley Global Futures Laboratory, together with university administrators, faculty, and staff, welcome you, our guests, to the College of Global Futures Fall 2022 Convocation. This is our college's third in-person convocation, and we are thrilled to share it with you. I would like to introduce our distinguished platform party joining us for today's celebration. Please stand when you are introduced. We are joined by leadership from our college, Vice President and Vice Provost of the Global Futures Initiative, Peter Schlosser, Vice Dean Mickey Kittleson, and Associate Dean of Student Success, Sharon Hall. The College of Global Futures includes programs from the School for the Future of Innovation in Society, the School of Sustainability, the School of Complex Adaptive Systems, and the School of Ocean Futures. We are pleased to have representation from these programs on stage with us, including Diane Pataki, Suzanne Neuer, and Mary Jane Parmentier. Also joining us are faculty representatives from the college and schools. All administration and faculty, please stand. Before we start the ceremony, we have a brief message from President Crow.
Hi, Michael Crow here, President of Arizona State University. I just want to say congratulations here at each of your convocations. We're very excited that you all, your families, everyone, here we are, very resilient, very adaptive. We've been through COVID, we've been through every complexity that you can imagine. Everything going on, and yet here you are. So I just want to thank, and you should thank your family, your friends, the faculty members. You should thank the team here at ASU that's helped you move through. You should thank your teachers that helped you to get here. And now as you're moving out and moving forward, take advantage of this moment where you've had this opportunity to live through substantial complexities while being a college student, while getting a better understanding of how the world actually is so complex, and just realize that you're now ready, realize that you're ready to roll, realize that you're empowered. We're a producer not of workers, we're a producer of people who can master the process of learning, who become great leaders of families, leaders of communities, workers in organizations, creative thinkers, defenders of the Republic. All the things that we do, you're now ready to do. And so we're very proud for you to move forward. I'm not going to give you in this short video words of wisdom other than the following. You all have a short life ahead of you. That is, human beings don't live that long. You've got just a couple shots to really leave your mark and make things happen that you think are important artistically, creatively, business-wise, humanities, creativity, writing, science. All the things that we're empowering you to be able to work on them, move forward, advance, and just be thankful and joyous as you find ways to do that. So a couple of other additional points. We're here to support you throughout your life. All of our assets are still available to you through ASU for Life. We've got fantastic programs to help your lifelong learning, help your family's learning going forward. And so basically, just want to wish you all the best. Congratulations, and make sure that you give somebody a hug that helped you to get here today. Congratulations. Go Devils.
It is my pleasure to ask Dr. Peter Schlosser to provide a welcome from the College of Global Futures. Vice Provost Schlosser.
Thank you. It's my great honor and great pleasure to address you all today as we bestow upon our graduates the degrees that are the culmination of years of dedicated studies. Whereas we foremost recognize, of course, the work and achievements of our students, we also acknowledge the support provided by their families, instructors, mentors, and friends. And I see many of them are actually here with you. Your degrees puts you in a prime position to make significant contributions to the urgent task of shaping a world in which we all may thrive for generations to come. As we dedicate this time to celebration, we also find ourselves in a world in peril. Droughts, wars, wildfires, heat waves, hurricanes, social unrest, all caused or made worse by the choices we all, from individuals to global society, have made over the years, decades, and actually centuries. We encounter threats to democracy here in the US and across the globe. We continue to witness the impacts and tragedies of the evolving COVID-19 pandemic. Most of us feel it's over, but there are still people who are suffering from it, who are actually dying from it. We struggle with the role of technology in our lives and how we can use it for good and to increase access to knowledge and education for all. And along the way, we see people deluged with tragedy who, in actuality, have had very little to do with the crises they face. Just one example. 1/3 of Pakistan flooded due to monsoons strengthened by climate change, melting glaciers, part of it, from heat waves earlier in this year. Family, friends, livelihoods were lost to floods that are only predicted to occur more frequently and with greater amplitude in more places. So now you might be thinking at this point, with all these problems that I laid out in front of you, is there still hope? Today is supposed to be dedicated to celebrating your persistent and hard work for your degrees. The reality of the world at this moment is despair on many fronts. I cannot ignore this sad state of affairs, and neither can you. But there is reason for hope. And you all who went through your education here, you are receiving your degrees today, are one major reason for this hope. You came to the College of Global Futures to find solutions to today's most pressing problems, not to hide from reality, to explore sustainability, complexity, and responsible technology in ways that will benefit not only you and those very close to you, but others throughout society. And you chose to stay with it while you too were affected by the impact of the historic pandemic. You are resilient. You showed that you are leaders. You are now entering a new chapter in your lives in a time of significant transition, possibly a time of remarkable transformation. We often these days talk about the fact that we believe we are in what we call the decisive decade, the 10 years during which decisions are being made that will determine which world we all and the generations to come will live in. As a student in this college, you have been a part of that transformation. We hope you choose to continue along this path. During the next decade, as societies make different choices, that's what we all hope and what we all work for, there will be an incredible new set of opportunities and opportunities for employment in new industries, new sectors, particularly for people capable of engaging in and shaping the world's complex, interconnected and systems. People like you can be the driver of this change. And that is, of course, the hope of all of us, that you will be the driver of this change. So today, we celebrate not only your accomplishments, but your futures. And we must also celebrate who you are as human beings. You are the ones who see challenges and see inequities and say, what can I do? You are catalysts for change. You are the future. Congratulations, graduates. I would now like to introduce Mary Jane Parmentier from the School for the Future of Innovation in Society.
Thank you, Dean Schlosser. It's now my pleasure to introduce the College of Global Futures student speaker, Toby Shalroof. Toby has a dual role for the ceremony today. In addition to being selected as the student speaker, she is also the outstanding graduate student for the School for the Future of Innovation in Society. Toby has been a standout since joining the inaugural class of the MS program in Public Interest Technology, known as PIT. Toby works to make the tools of digital communication promote fairness, equity, and responsible innovation in social services delivered to the most vulnerable, focusing on the intersection of technology and gender-based violence. She works as the Technology Safety Project Manager at the Safety Net Project of the National Network to End Domestic Violence. She has helped develop a U.S. national network of those who work in the IT sector, monitoring how digital technologies are used or abused. Her academic work in the PIT program was excellent throughout, and she was the glue that held a cohort of MSPIT students together in a new program, becoming directly engaged in student governance at ASU despite being an online student, and she was always ready to volunteer to help her fellow students. During the program, Toby went above and beyond requirements for her master's studies. She co-authored 3 papers, all currently at some stage in process for publication. She has presented her work at the National PIT Colloquium Series, including research from a trip to Dubai's Expo 2020. She presented a poster at a Trust and Safety Research Conference hosted by Stanford, was an invited presenter at the IEEE International Symposium on Digital Privacy and Social Media, and is working with a third-party trust and safety vendor in Oregon to present sessions on the research to their analyst team, about 80 people, and their executive team as well. Toby embodies ASU and the school and college goals of local impact and social embeddedness, inclusion, and creating better futures for all. We're very proud of Toby as the second graduate of the PIT program. Please welcome Toby to the podium. Toby, please come up.
Part of doing research in graduate school is formulating research questions. I recently started joking that my research questions are, where are we going and why are we in this handbasket? There are cameras on every corner and light post. The personal assistants in our smart speakers and smartphones will answer our every question, even when we weren't actually asking them. Every website wants to know what we like, how we feel, where we've been, and where we're going next. Our phones bing and buzz constantly with notifications, and they know when we wake up, when we walk, or drive, or fly, or just sit there, scrolling, liking, and posting. I came to grad school from work at the intersection of technology and gender-based violence, like domestic violence or stalking. I saw the way that tech accelerates and amplifies some of the worst aspects of human behavior. And because I have also loved technology since I was little, I wanted to understand how we got to where we are and how to shape where we're going. I had enough of a radical interdisciplinary undergrad education at the Evergreen State College to be able to ask questions like, who built the handbasket? Who owns the factory where it was made? And who's benefiting from us being in this basket? Here I've learned to ask more complicated questions like, what are the epistemic implications of researching from inside the handbasket? And can we get Human Subjects Review Board approval to do ethnographic research with the other people in the basket? However, coming from an activist background, I'm not satisfied with those. I also want to know, what do we do about it? Jump out? Close the lid? Open the lid? Install some wind turbines and solar panels? Send up a drone to map the terrain with LiDAR? Upgrade to a smart handbasket? And because we live in these times, I also want to know who's live tweeting it? Who's streaming it on Twitch? Are we even really in a handbasket? Can we just take off the VR, virtual reality goggles? As you can see, I've come out with more questions than I started with, but now I'm in a room, and a Zoom room, with people who are asking similar questions, people who push me to ask better questions, and who at least don't mind listening to my questions. Have I learned nothing? I've learned that if I have a question, likely a few other people do too, and that it's even possible someone has already written a dissertation about it. I've learned that there's a deep and actually rather messy lineage of thinkers and actors and makers that got us where we are today. In short, it's complicated. So thank you all for that. Thank you to the faculty who teach and inspire and provoke and learn with us. Thank you to the staff who choose to be here and not in some place with people who aren't quite as temperamental, but maybe aren't quite as interesting. And thanks to my fellow students for bringing your questions, your experience, your late nights, your writing workshops, and your solidarity. And thanks to every one of you, friends and family who support us here and try to get us out of this handbasket, to try to make the world livable for everyone, now and in our shared global futures.
Thank you, Toby. I'd now like to ask Dr. Diane Pataki, Director of the School of Sustainability, to introduce our outstanding graduate student, Carlos Aguiar Hernandez.
I have the honor of introducing the college's outstanding graduate, Carlos Aguiar Hernandez. As the inaugural graduate of the Sustainable Energy PhD program, Carlos exemplifies the innovative, interdisciplinary spirit of ASU, setting a path for future students to follow. He arrived in the fall of 2018, a pioneer in a new PhD that integrates social, policy, and techno-economic aspects of energy systems. Carlos had a background in energy policy, having worked for several years for the State of Sonora's Energy Commission, and he immediately dove into the hard work of becoming a skilled, interdisciplinary researcher who could examine multiple dimensions of energy transitions. Please watch the video to hear about Carlos's journey in his own words.
My name is Carlos Aguiar Hernandez. I'm a PhD in Sustainable Energy from College of Global Futures. I visited ASU as a work trip, and we had a meeting, and there was a presentation about this new PhD program called Sustainable Energy, and I was interested, and I was considering applying for a PhD, so I decided to apply to this new program. My research is about energy innovation, and basically it's about how can we create an innovation system to develop new technologies. My mentor is Hannah Britz. She's a professor in the School of Sustainability and College of Global Futures. Her main contribution to my PhD program was she's great providing feedback and all the grad students. College of Global Futures is the #1 sustainable impact in the US and #2, I think, in the world. In terms of energy, I think they're doing great because they create a new program that is focused just on energy. If you talk about sustainable energy, you will end talking about energy transition, like having an impact that not only to your community, that it's great. We are on this planet and we have to be aware of the things we are doing to it.
Congratulations to Carlos. I'd now like to bring Mary Jane Parmentier back to the stage to announce the outstanding undergraduate.
I have the honor of introducing the college's outstanding undergraduate student, John Rudebeck. John began the Innovation in Society program as an enthusiastic freshman, eager to learn. He engaged actively in his FIS classes and jumped into any opportunity to get more involved with the school. Throughout his time in the program, John went above and beyond, working with other students, faculty, and staff to promote the success of the school and the people in it. John's involvement contributed to the improvement of the Innovation in Society degree program. His continuous and enthusiastic support for the Student Advisory Group and the Ambassador Program demonstrates his commitment to the development and growth of the FIS program, paving the way for greater student success and the growth of our major. His participation in these activities ensured the School for the Future of Innovation in Society was an open and inviting community, and his involvement helped make the student program more accessible and inclusive to students. Congratulations, John.
In addition to the college's outstanding graduates, each school has selected one outstanding undergraduate and one outstanding graduate student. From the School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Toby Schulruff, graduating with a Master of Science in Public Information Technology. John Rudebeck, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Innovation in Society. From the School of Complex Adaptive Systems, Nicholas Heyer, graduating with a Master of Science in Biomimicry. From the School of Sustainability, Carlos Aguiar Hernandez, graduating with a PhD in Sustainability. And Diandra Jackson Labrie, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Sustainability. Congratulations to these students for their achievements. ASU has a tradition that started in 1901 of awarding the Moore Award. The Moore Award is overseen by the Alumni Association and is given to undergraduate students who have earned a 4.0 GPA while completing all work at Arizona State University in no more than 8 semesters. I am pleased to announce this year's Moore Award recipients for fall 2022, both earning a Bachelor of Arts in Sustainability, Amanda Rubita and Catherine Klein. Congratulations. Now we would like to take this opportunity to recognize our graduates that are veterans, building our country's future through their service and their scholarship. Will those students who have served in the military please stand and be recognized? We would also like to acknowledge the family, friends, and colleagues of our graduates. Your unwavering support in their academic journey has been invaluable. Would all family members, friends, and colleagues of the graduates of the College of Global Futures please stand and be recognized? Thank you for being there for our graduates. It is now time to present the College of Global Futures graduates. Dr. Mary Jane Parmentier and Dr. Michael Schoon will now present the doctoral candidates from the School for the Future of Innovation in Society and the School of Sustainability. Would the doctoral candidates please rise and come forward?
Vice Provost Schlosser and distinguished guests, we have the honor to present to you the candidates for doctoral degrees within the School for the Future of Innovation in Society and the School of Sustainability. Upon recommendation by the faculty of the schools, we are pleased to present them to you. School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Doctor of Philosophy in Innovation and Global Development, Eric Stribling.
School of Sustainability, Doctor of Philosophy in Sustainability, Taha Moiz. Doctor of Philosophy in Sustainable Energy, Carlos Gabriel Aguiar Hernandez. Leah Christine Kunkel. Jorge Morales Guerrero.
We will now present the master's candidates for the School for the Future of Innovation Society, School of Complex Adaptive Systems, and the School of Sustainability. The master's students, please rise and come forward. School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Master of Science in Global Technology and Development, Kay Litwin. Marcel Mansour Poutrous. Paul Malia. John David Robinson. Master of Science and Technology, Master of Science, Science and Technology Policy, Jonathan Paul Roll. Mitsushi Suzuno. School of Complex Adaptive Systems, Master of Science, Biomimicry, Brian R. Garcia. Nicholas Michael Heyer. Maram Hafiz Otman. Christopher Rodriguez.
All right. School of Sustainability, Master of Science, Global Sustainability Science. Chantel Krum. Teresa Seidel. Executive Master of Sustainability Leadership. Nina Delishny Reagan. Marla Christine Casper. Rihanna Lee Milligan. Holly Vogt. Master of Sustainability Leadership. Salwa Salim Bakuhal. Catherine Elizabeth Lane. Shalonda Palmore II. Michaela Beth Stewart. Jonathan Torres. Jenny Ann Tran. Okay. And Toby Schulruth.
Our bachelor's degree students will be presented by Dr. Lauren Withicombe Keeler and Dr. Candace Carr-Kelman. Dr. Keeler is an assistant professor in the School for the Future of Innovation in Society, and Dr. Carr-Kelman is an assistant clinical professor in the School of Sustainability. Would the bachelor's degree candidates please rise and come forward?
School for the Future of, Vice Provost Schlosser, we have the honor to present these candidates for bachelor's degrees upon recommendation by the faculty of the School for the Future of Innovation in Society and the School of Sustainability. We are pleased to present them to you. School for the Future of Innovation in Society, Bachelor of Arts, Innovation in Society. Mozen Omar Abdi.
School of Sustainability. Bachelor of Arts in Sustainability. Michelle Elisa Alvarado. Kristen Alyssa Boy. Allison Brinjack Gray. Koihalani Burgess. Ashley Culbertson. Erica Droz. Morgan Diana Dunn. Vanessa Gogarty. Macy Ryan Lantrip. Derek Meyer. Sydney Meredith. Caitlin Renee Potts. Jacob Reeder. Rebecca Lee Royland. Amanda Lee Rubita. Elizabeth Ann Whiteman. Stella June Rose Wick. Nina Ziegler. Bachelor of Science in Sustainability. Leandro Bertola Rumelli. Ryan Donald Brown. Maria Carrasco. Nicole Ferriolo. Eva Marie Fink. Katrina Ruth Fritz. Michael Gallegos. Janae Gruppenhagen. Haley Hinkle. Cassidy Dale Kyler. Bradley William McNish. Amina Mukanovic. Riley Madeline Pass. Brian Joseph Perkins. Marissa Ramirez. Jager Dawson Reed. Mixon Rubio Raffin. Elizabeth Talbot. Jake Upshaw. Brian Varley. Janai Wise.
Distinguished guests, Arizona State University and the College of Global Futures proudly present to you the graduate and baccalaureate fall class of 2022.
Congratulations, graduates. I would now like to introduce our alumni speaker, Russell Goldstein. Russell graduated in 2018 from the School of Sustainability with a Master's in Sustainability Leadership. Russ is a Senior Vice President, Institutional Client Advisor at Bank of America Private Bank. In his role, he is responsible for identifying the needs and advising philanthropists, foundations, and nonprofits. He provides guidance and sets the strategic direction for individuals and organizations focused on the community. This experience consists of education, advice, implementation, execution, and monitoring focused on their needs and mission. He was recently recognized as a nonprofit visionary leader by the Sanford Institute of Philanthropy. Russ is also a certified board source governance trainer and serves on the Intentional Endowment Network Working Group on Policy and Governance. Russell serves on several boards at the national and local level and is the president of the Arizona State University School of Sustainability Alumni Board. Please welcome Russell Goldstein.
Good afternoon, Vice Provost Schlosser, distinguished faculty, staff, alumni, graduates, and guests. It's an honor to be here and celebrate the College of Global Futures fall class of 2022. Can't read with my glasses on. What's your Everest? Mount Everest is the tallest peak in the world above sea level. It sits just under where planes typically fly at altitude, almost 30,000 feet in the air. What's your Everest is a metaphor for life that was coined by a group of founders who are endurance athletes, world record holders, and entrepreneurs. They coined this phrase for an endurance event that they founded called 29029. 29029 represents the elevation height of Mount Everest. These founders, Jesse, Mark, and Colin, inspired thousands of people like me to climb up a mountain, sometimes 10 times, 13 times, 19 times, sometimes over 30 miles depending upon the location, within 36 hours to achieve that elevation height of 29029, the height of Mount Everest. Your reward for this 36 hours of blissful pain and agony is a red hat. Yep, months of training, 36 hours of intense physical, emotional, and mental suffering for a $25 red hat. Many don't make it. Others set a goal of getting through just a few ascents. And some have a mindset that pushes them to empty their tank and leave it all on the mountain. No matter what happens, they may or may not achieve 29029 in elevation. Let me further paint this picture for you. In Snow Basin, Utah, where I'm signed up, you climb a mountain 13 times. Each time is 2,300 feet of elevation and about 2.5 miles. But you take the gondola down, up and down, up and down. And that 10 to 15-minute gondola ride down to the base of the mountain, you first fuel up at the comfort station with food and snacks and soup and whatever it is that's on your mind. And then you have 10 to 15 minutes on the way down. When you get to the bottom, you have a decision to make. Turn left from the gondola to the clubhouse, recovery room, get a massage, get stretched out, take a nap, eat some food, get some hot chocolate, whatever. Or you could turn right and head back up the mountain. That moment of that decision is what differentiates us from our own Everest. It's what dictates much of our success or failure of epic magnitude of our life's journey. You see, it's not one thing that determines success, it's the compounding effect from endless decisions. Right or left, turn right or left, turn right or left. How many times are you willing to turn right and head back up the hill? How many times will you turn right in the face of adversity, controversy, hard work, long hours, people that don't agree or believe in what you are fighting for? How many times will you turn right and head back up the hill and empty your tank to achieve the goal and or fulfill your potential? The potential that this degree affords, the potential of this world-class university and the College of Global Futures. Turn left is a metaphor for binge-watching Netflix, not seeing your goals through when things get tough, not establishing good habits, or not seeing the impact that this degree could actually have on the world and its potential. The outcomes you produce in your life will be an accumulation of your habits. In the book Atomic Habits by author James Clear, he says, knowledge compounds. Learning one new idea won't make you a genius, but a commitment to lifelong learning can be transformative. Warren Buffett says, I'm working banking. Warren Buffett says, that's how knowledge works. It builds up like compound interest. As you move through life to push through change, further your career, embark on other educational summits, or take a new challenge, in the early and middle stages of any quest, there's often a valley of disappointment. You expect to make progress in this linear fashion, and it's frustrating how ineffective change can seem during the early days, months, and weeks of this effort. It many times doesn't feel like you're going anywhere. It's a hallmark of compounding process. The most powerful outcomes are delayed. They are building up and bubbling up beneath the surface. But unfortunately, most quit before that tension ever sees the light of day. You now have a degree of which you worked really hard to achieve, so congratulations. It's well-deserved, and it's an honor to be in front of you. Your degree and education are your registration ticket to your personal Everest. The phrase used often by the founders of this endurance race, 29029, is, "It's you versus you." One of the core lessons I've learned from my master's in sustainability leadership and my job at Bank of America is, in order to truly drive change, a systems-focused mindset is a must in order to change the course of large-scale social and environmental issues. You may already be thinking about your goals with your degree in hand, but goals themselves will not get you there. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, says, and he'd tell you this, that goals are the results of what you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you actually fall to the level of your systems. So I leave you with one reminder and a little bit more guidance and advice, and a reminder of our school's mission and vision. Our vision, a sustainable, equitable, and vibrant future for everyone on a thriving, healthy planet. And our mission, to foster learning, discovery, and partnerships that drive informed, positive action as we work together to build a better future. So, when you leave here with your degree and start thinking about what's possible, spend a little less time thinking about your goal and what you want to achieve, and more time thinking about the systems that will get you to that goal. Once you identify and determine that system, sprinkle some habits on top of it, just keep turning right. To all the graduates, staff, and faculty from the College of Global Futures, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Russell. It is our tradition to sing the ASU alma mater. You can find the lyrics in your program and on the screen. Please rise and join us for the singing of the alma mater. Please be seated. Distinguished guests and graduates, this concludes the Fall 2022 College of Global Futures Convocation ceremony. We are grateful that you were able to attend today's ceremony, and we invite you to join us for light refreshments outdoors on the west side of Gammage. As the recessional begins, we ask that you please remain in your seats until the platform party and all graduates have exited the theater. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduates.